mom's dad when it's really your mom. Yeah, we're here. We're live. It's been a long day. It was, I don't technically live in the valley. I guess technically you could say it's the valley. Atwater Village is this little progressive town I'm in right now. But I was in the valley and it was like 100 degrees. It was hot. I haven't been in the valley in a while. And yeah, it was nice to get away. But then at the same time, shit was hot. We're here live. Prestige worldwide. Wide.
What's up, everybody? Chris Hawk. Chris Hawk is in the chat.
Chris Hawk.
I wonder if he has
Better than Mike Hawk.
Yeah, any relation to Mike? Mike Hawk?
Ah.
Raymond 11 says evening,
What's up,
Trevor Wesley.
What's up, Raymond?
He called you T-Dub.
Wow, it's amazing. I'm already gonna get hot from this fire.
Yeah, so it wasn't really 100 degrees out
The
there.
question is, maybe we just you see the fire now. We're gonna just cancel it now.
Just cancel the fire?
Because you know what? It's too hot.
The lights are
I'm gonna
fire
die.
now.
I'm dying.
Matt living the dream. What up, Matt? Mateo.
Is it a total vibe kill?
We'll see.
We'll see.
In about 2
And fire's
seconds.
gone.
And there it is. Still looks good. Looks good. It's nice, but it's hot.
Yeah.
It's literally like 100 degrees outside.
Yeah. But
Trevor's not made for the sun, man.
I'm not made.
He was shutting down. Systems are offline.
It's crazy, man. The heat gets to me for sure. I definitely like the cooler air. I feel like I'd like to live in a place by the river, some trees.
It was like watching E.T. in a movie where like he starts getting sick and weak at the end, but as you got him close to the mothership,
Exactly.
life came back to him.
But no Skittles.
So you gotta throw him in the freezer, and then like he just comes back to life.
Back to life. So I don't even. What day is it? I don't even know what day it is.
I think it's Thursday.
Oh, that's right, Thursday. Because with this coronavirus, living in like a little man cave, you forget what time it is. Forget what day it is. And at least for me, at least.
It's just
I mean,
one long day.
Yeah, you don't need to like remember anything. You're just like, oh yeah, this is the day I can't go out. This is the day I'm wearing my mask.
Mark says that's racist. It might be, but he really is not meant for the sun.
Everything is racist now.
Yeah, everything's racist.
Basically.
Yeah.
The reality is there's only hatred. You either have hatred and anger, or you don't. So everything else is just a distracting lie.
It really is. It's amazing how, I mean, everyone knows if you're hip to current events, there's a lot of the racism being talked about, and
Usually.
yeah, it's an unnecessary word when you can boil it down to simplest terms. Just like in math or chemistry,
Yeah.
when you're solving an equation, you boil that equation down to the smallest terms
I'd
possible.
rather hear like hateful person does X or Y.
Yeah.
Like
Angry man
hateful
stabs
person.
ex-wife.
But they don't. They make it all about, dividing people and making
Yeah.
people hate it, getting infuriated and stuff. And
Two-toned Chinaman
Yeah.
from Thailand stabs his white, semi-black wife. They add all this stuff that's unnecessary.
it's pretty nuts. So anyways, if you guys want to call in, talk to us, say what's up, the number is 888-308-5559.
It's 46 degrees in Indiana.
Nice.
That sounds beautiful. Matt.
Cool.
Matt's asking, is Tom Hanks and Hillary missing? Are they missing?
I don't know, man.
I don't
How
know.
am I supposed to know? Do I got a little do I got a little beeper that's attached to their little at home jail device that's attached to their ankles?
Their ankle bracelet?
Their ankle bracelets? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe Tom's typing on that Corona typewriter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's always like something going around that's like, man, it's entertaining, but I can't believe it all. I don't believe anything anymore.
Speaking of unbelievable, the hotel San Francisco is going to use taxpayer money. They said, and then I heard that they're going to use donations to put up homeless people in the Ritz-Carlton. And provide them the medications, including the marijuana, and the opioids, or whatever they might need.
Yeah, whatever they're addicted to will be funded by us.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Some crazy stuff happening.
It's pretty nuts, man.
And
It's,
then
more and more if you break the law, you get more perks. It's like what's that lady? She just wanted to have her business open, right?
salon lady.
She has salon lady. She has She's got to feed her family. She's like, man,
Her
I just
employees
wanna-
gotta eat.
Yeah, I just want to keep my business open. She keeps her business open, and then she goes to jail for 7 days.
$7,000 fine.
Meanwhile, all the felons that are like pedophiles and all crazy stuff, they're released because they're like, hey, it's not fair.
Yeah. So how important is COVID-19 that they gotta release pedophiles and molesters, but you gotta arrest this salon owner?
It's just like, oh, we're gonna legalize pooping on the ground. We're gonna make sure that it's okay. If you gotta go, man, just poop right there on the sidewalk. But you have to clean up after your dog. And oh, by the way, we care about your health now, so we're gonna make you wear a mask and stay inside. But as far as HIV and any other kind of diseases you can get, hepatitis maybe from that poop that's been sitting there, that's nothing. That's fine.
About Trevor.
Travis.
Hi, Travis. You sent me that story of the Ventura press conference. Remember the tracer thing?
Oh yeah, that's another thing, man. We heard, I heard, there's this guy on the podium from Ventura County talking about how they're implementing a new program. What's that program? Oh, it means that if I know somebody that has COVID-19 and I'm in their contacts or whatever, they're going to use their excuse to basically investigate and impose on our privacy to figure out who we all know that might have something. And if you do have something, then they're going to isolate you and come to your house and take you away and bring you into some like quarantine camp.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I gotta get out of here, man.
Forcibly quarantine you because the government knows best. And even Newsom said, yeah, they're trying to roll it out. They got he said like an army of tracers, people they're going to use to investigate and try and track you down.
Track you down. This is like bounty hunters trying to find you.
Terminator.
Like, we know that you know Bob, who had a friend named George who has the coronavirus, so we're gonna have you come with us, sir.
Yeah, come with me.
But seriously, I want to do that RV thing, man. I want to get an RV, something cool like a
Heck
bus,
yeah.
something, and just get out of here. Just pay no rent.
We're probably going to go to Indiana, Matt. I mean, it seems like there's a hell of a lot of RVs. They're real cool. Towing a trailer would be great, but I think it's cooler to have something you can just drive and move it.
As long as I can make music, eat, and sleep, and have room for a lady, she's right here.
Little entertainment.
Right here, then I'm good. I don't need much. I'm paying $1,400 a month with no kitchen in LA. I can't poop on the ground. If I could poop on the ground myself, I mean, you have to be homeless to do it, apparently. But hey, I might look homeless after this long-needed haircut, after not having, businesses open.
Let's see. Matt says he heard Tom Hanks was arrested.
You heard? I heard I heard Oprah was arrested a month ago. What's up with that? I'm always hearing different things, man.
Mr. Marky Mark, if the masks work, then why close the economy? And if they don't, then why do I have to wear one?
I saw that meme too, Mark.
Yeah. We're hip to that one. That was in my feed.
I saw that one. But it's true. It's like things that make you go, huh, that's weird. It's true.
Yeah, it's absolutely
If we have
silly.
to wear masks and they work, why are the businesses closed? And if they don't work,
It's all ridiculous. It makes no sense.
why are we wearing them?
That's why I told Trevor, I think David, our caller from yesterday, our buddy David, he's in Georgia. I think he's onto something. I think we're overlooking the financial system and what that means. What's happening with that? The petrodollar, the crash of the oil prices.
At the end of the day, I think that it always is that, though.
The
It's
money.
always going to be the money trail, man.
Money.
Follow that.
Follow
Because
the
they're
money.
like, hey, look over here, guys. Hey, racism over here. Hey, sickness over here. Pandemics
Well,
over
they
there.
run out the back door with
While they
bags
have
of
bags.
loot,
Exactly.
just with their little hands.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Grabblers.
Gravelers, just be grabbling. Not the America I remember. Dances with Wolves. Yeah, it's not the America we remember. We're talking about that. It's just not the same country, man. Especially in LA and these liberal cities and states. It's just
Not the
it's
same.
crazy. Sing.
People don't even know my name. I could rob any store with a mask. Poop on the ground, not even in a bag. About to get an RV and get the hell up out of here. Who's coming with me?
San Francisco made it a misdemeanor to intentionally give somebody HIV. So they brought down the severity of it.
Wait, say that again?
If you intentionally, knowingly give somebody HIV, the virus that causes AIDS, you only get a misdemeanor. That's like jaywalking.
Well, that's like intentionally, right? What if I don't unintentionally give somebody COVID-19? Unintentionally. Oh,
but AIDS can be deadly, more fatal than I think COVID-19. And you won't be able to have sex again. You can have sex after COVID-19 without infecting somebody.
I know, but I'm saying I'm forced to wear a mask, and I don't have anything, right? Well, I could, but I just didn't know it. I was just a carrier. But if I have HIV or AIDS or any other STDs, I'm not forced to wear a condom. I don't have to be like...
Right, there's no one kicking your door like, put this on your Peter!
Exactly, and who's to say, oh, I didn't know, I did know, you know? I guess if you're homeless, you're good, because you don't have to go to the doctor or nothing.
They get
I didn't
banged
know,
like
sir.
rabbits.
I didn't know.
At least their drones will make good target practice. Bug out.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the Ahmed shooting. Indy IMPD had 2 shootings last night, and what the cops said afterwards is all over the news. I didn't hear about that.
This is why, like, I don't even want to speak on that, because you know why? Because everybody and their mama is speaking on it, and they're acting like they're like, you know,
There's so
they
much
were
emotion.
there. They're act like they were there. You know?
Yeah, it's highly
it's
emotional.
Like, you know, you see a clip and then you like there's a meme of a guy like giving the peace sign like this, right, to somebody, and it looks like I'm giving the middle finger from that side, from your side.
Like Prince Edward.
Looks like middle finger. I'm flipping them off, but no, it's the peace sign. So whatever perspective and angle you see doesn't necessarily mean that it's true, and you don't know, you know.
Right.
Like, cause I did see the video, and it's unfortunate, and it's unfortunate the way they deliver the news.
Right. The news is already choosing a side and framing it. They're not even trying to leave it open and let the investigation happen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, you know.
But
I mean, from what I've heard, it's like all I can go off of what I've heard, you know.
I want the 1980s back, okay? Says Rooster Cockburn. Yeah, the 80s were great, except for the whole AIDS, disco drugs and things. I heard Joe Rogan is involved in the adrenochrome scene. Maybe. He's a short guy. Short guys usually have anger problems.
Yeah. The best thing to watch out for is when people say that. I heard. I seen. I heard. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Masks don't work. Wear a dust mask all day in the dust and take it off. You'll see where all the air is passing by the mask. Dirt, marks on your face. They don't work. Yeah. If you know something, say something. Poor Apostle Peter. He never knew what his name would be used as. Poor Peter.
Cellophane works as condom.
Yeah. It's true. If you're in a rush, just get some saran wrap.
Yeah, a rubber band and some saran.
Sounds like a law AOC would implement. Put it on your Peter. Sounds like a song. I guess it's a full moon. Everyone's saying the moon has everyone and their mama acting nuts. Joe Rogan is a midget. Legally, he might be. I heard Joe Rogan was involved in the dumpster pumper scene. Well, where there's a dumpster, you just may find Joe Rogan. I heard Tom Hanks was an assassin and killed that comedian. I don't follow. I heard. Kinda digging the music. Bro, you either dig it or you don't.
Dirk Diggler.
Isaac Cappy. Oh yeah. We know about Isaac Cappy. Deadman Switch. Black stepdad Omar wants to know, do you guys remember that DNC lobbyist who was caught with a dead gay male escort? What happened to that? That was, the hell was his name? It was a creepy looking old guy in West Hollywood. They found, not one, not two, I believe, 3 different occasions they found dead black men, heavy drug users, and basically he was paying them to have sex with him, and he would shoot them up with methamphetamine.
Who's this?
Ed Buck. And that's his name, Ed Buck. He's a DNC seed donor.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, he was a huge influencer with the Democrats. Best friends with all these high-level people. Took photos with him, and they find 3 different bodies on 3 different occasions. Male prostitutes dead with injecting.
That's a lot to take in, I guess.
Yeah, that's a lot to take in.
Yeah, you're taking heroin in, and whatever else comes your way. But I don't underestimate anything anymore, especially in Hollywood, in LA, and entertainment and all that stuff. I'm just glad that I kind of separated myself from that life and that world and those kind of people, because they all kind of herd together. They're like, oh, I want to make it in my career, so I'm gonna agree with this person over here. Like, I'm glad that I am growing in a mentality of being an employer of myself, and being able to not see myself as a guy waiting for the phone call. And I'm gonna get a phone call. I better kiss his ass.
Right.
Better ride their coattails. Nope. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do my thing, and then I'm gonna, all the resources of people that I know, I can call and have them do something that I need and pay them and put some money in their pocket. I'm not gonna be the one waiting around with that employee mentality, because what I notice as a musician, right? I know a lot of musicians and stuff, and I never heard from them, right? For years, it's like I never heard from them ever. And then all of a sudden, all these gigs and jobs were canceled, and all of a sudden, people are like, "Hey, man, what's up, man? Hey, want to jump on this song? Hey, man, I was working on a song you want to do." That's because they probably realize, they're like, "Oh, wait, man, I need to make money, and I don't have anything going in the online, making money. I've been, getting gigs, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just like it when people keep it real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in the entertainment world, people don't keep it real. They just put on a face or smile. Like, I'd rather just hear the truth. Like, it's like your buddy would call you like, "Hey, man, I'm in a pinch, man." He's not saying, "Hey, how are you? I just want to see how you've been. Oh, by the way."
They're swinging from vines. They're only holding on to you,
Yeah.
so they can get in reach of that other vine, and then like later.
Yeah, I like honesty. Even if it's like, blunt, cold honesty, I respect it. Because for a long time, I was in that wizardry spell, not even realizing that I was playing a part in the same thing. I was thinking about what I was going to get from somebody else or whatever. And, you assume, or I assumed that people were my friends because I was their friend,
Black Stepdad Omar asked Trev, you ever got tempted to go down the sold out path?
The sold out path. Nope. I've been offered deals. I've had situations, but I've always believed in ownership of my own music and my catalog, and I never wanted to sell out in that sense, because I just know that I generate value, and if somebody wants to come partner with me and do something, like, I'm open to things, but it's all about the contracts, man. It doesn't matter what people say. And I don't even like contracts anymore. I like handshakes, and I like deals with people to be like man to man. This is, hey, let's do this. But I know it's important to protect yourself because people don't always follow through. But that's why I want to, think of things like small term goals with people. Not like, oh, we're gonna go and it's like, get together and just go in business. It's like, what do you need from me? What do I need from you? Let's work together, show and prove, and see what can come. And
Yeah, let one thing lead to another.
It should be mutually beneficial. It shouldn't just be like me waiting for somebody or somebody waiting for me. It's like I offer something for them and they offer something for me. I don't think I would ever do any other back end things again in my life. Back end meaning not what you think. Back end meaning like royalty, publishing,
not the West Hollywood back end.
Yeah, intellectual property ownership of giving percentages away and stuff like that. But more so, I want to get to a place where I can pay people fees to do things. And that's it. Here's your fee. Take this cold cash. Do your job and beat me.
You and Jesse got your... Trevor Wesley, you and Jesse get the same cool shirts from the same place or what?
Does Jesse have this shirt?
I don't know, but he does have pretty snazzy shirts.
I noticed that Jesse's shirts are Lacoste shirts most
He's
of the
big on Lacoste. And I think... basically Westwood. I
time. I don't have one
with
Lacoste
Westwood.
shirt. I don't have a Lacoste shirt. But look, I noticed this thing matches.
That does match. Same
man.
pattern, the green.
It's like reptilian green.
It's like Anunnaki green. Why are the Blue Angels flying over cities and the Thunderbirds too? I don't know. I heard there's been a lot of the Navy, the jet team. They fly around with jets and do precision flying like within inches of each other.
Really?
Yeah, they've been flying different cities, doing a tour. I think it's just to pump up America.
I notice where I live, every so often I hear these like fighter copters that fly by, but I'm also right next to the LA River. And
Or also known as Mad Max Alley.
yeah, exactly, because you know, like there's a couple cool walking places in here. There's a bike path that goes all the way to Long Beach, and the homeless people decided, oh, we're gonna take over this whole area. They got rows of tents. It's almost like you're walking through a bad neighborhood when you're walking on a bike path on the LA River, because it could be really nice. You know, there's like little gardens and certain things like that, but they're all infested. And I got this app called Citizen, and it alerts me about, you know, crime or anything. Because I don't trust what the news tells me. So if I have an app that's telling me, you know, that the people that are actually committing crimes and they're being filmed by the citizens, and you get to see it
Real time.
real time stuff, I believe that because it's not lying to me. It's not selling me a narrative or a story.
There's no headlines attached to it.
But there's been like, you know, in this area within half a mile, 0.3 miles away, like I get one a day at least, but more than one a day.
Yeah.
At the very least, I'll get one a day. And like, there's carjackings, there's stabbings, there's
carrying big knives, weapons,
yeah,
guns,
weapon man
carjacking.
You know, exactly. I could pull it up. Well, actually, I'm using my phone right now.
They just caught the arsonist today.
Yeah, somebody had been lighting fires. I went on a walk and I saw that there was just one of those, you know, public trash cans, city trash cans that are made of plastic or whatever, just burned to the ground.
Melted.
And I noticed since this whole coronavirus thing, like the crime has been going crazy.
It's all gone up. And it's, you know, it's nothing. You don't hate the homeless, but they're letting them have free reign of areas like the LA River.
Exactly,
That's not how it should be.
It's because everybody wants to take the position of feeling sorry for them.
Right. So just leave them alone.
I'm not a fan of feeling sorry for people. I'm a fan, like anything that I want for myself, I want for other people. I don't want, you know, to think I'm better than other people and be like, oh, and I pity them. No, people, I'm where I'm at in my life because of decisions I've made, and everybody is, you know. And of course, there's those unfortunate things that you can't control, which is like your parents, right? Which is why it's important to, you know, get married and think of your kids. Like how many kids do you think are born on accident and they're a burden and they don't want to have kids, and then, you know, the kids end up being, you know, emotionally messed up inside, and then they end up going to do drugs or joining gangs or whatever it is because they don't have that connection with their parents and they don't feel love and they don't know what love is, and their idea of love and the truth and family is all skewed, and so they join a gang and the gang's their family or whatever it is. It's all still cause and effect.
You don't have to have a generational curse. It can be broken.
Yeah.
If you just live right, you can end it. You don't have to keep repeating the same mistakes.
And I think with the homeless people, I'm a fan of helping people to an extent, right? But we're training the homeless people to beg for money. Oh, I don't have to do anything. I can just make people feel sorry for me, and they'll just keep giving me money. Like, I don't like to give homeless people money. I've went and gotten homeless people food before, and I've had homeless people be like, I don't want that. I don't trust it. I'm like, okay, well, then go trust the trash can then, you know?
Epstein's ghost wants to know if, since you're in the industry, what do you think Macaulay Culkin when he said, quote unquote, Remy Malek eats babies? And Remy Malek is the guy who played Freddie Mercury in the Queen movie.
I didn't hear him say it.
Guy. I didn't hear that either, but what do you think? Do you think that's a joke?
I have no idea.
No comment.
I think a lot of people pass things off as jokes because they're really telling the truth. I think, I'm not saying that Macaulay Culkin is like that, but I know he's definitely had an interesting childhood.
He looks like he's been traumatized as a kid,
Yeah,
like Corey
sure.
Feldman.
But I think that people that are like, you know, high rank in society as far as success and rich and famous and stuff like that, a lot of them are bored because they can get anything they want in their life. And so they get off on telling people something and putting it in their face. It's almost like they're laughing at you. So I don't know. I don't underestimate anything anymore because the world actually is not it's not ran by goodness. It's ran by evil, for sure.
Dave Diesel got a good point here. We got to get you a shotgun for that mantle right there.
Yeah. If I'm here long enough, I want to get that RV, man.
Get the hell out of
Get
town.
up out of here, man. Hit the town.
Can you own a shotgun in Cali? Yeah, for now. Give it a couple of years.
But I'm sick of Cali, man. This is my home. I grew up here. I've seen it just go downhill.
Mark says,
My whole
and
life.
the homeless in downtown San Diego can deal, use, pass out on public sidewalks, and you can't bother them.
Yeah. Well, because, California is a melting pot, right? Everybody moves here from other places, right? So the natives who were born here, and this is my home, right? Everybody who moves here has a home somewhere else. They're like, oh, I'm going back home for Christmas, right? But when they're here, they come here a long time, and then they get arrogant, like, oh, I'm going to change the laws, and they change the home where I'm from, and now I got to find a new home. So it's like, it's crazy. Everybody moves here for selfish reasons, to make it, to be famous. Oh, I'm in Hollywood, yeah. And then they want to, just make everything go to crap, and they do it with playing off of people's emotions. Like, oh, we need higher taxes because we need to help everybody.
Yeah, more taxes means more help.
That's not real love, man. There's I've been helped in my life, and I've had to suffer having to, someone turn a light on for you all the time. And eventually, when they're gone, you can't turn the light on. You don't know how, And, not as in extreme levels, but I've had it enough to know,
It clips your wings.
It clips your wings. And I'm a fan, I know, if I'm ever a parent, I would raise my kids to become adults from a young age. I wouldn't treat them like kids. I wouldn't treat them as their age. If I never had anger, never was, spiteful or had any manipulative, dysfunctional, things with my kids, and I was just able to just be honest with them and treat them as people, not as kids, not as whatever, and just be an example in my life. And I know that they're gonna grow up. Like, I want them to be equipped to know what the world is like. Not sit there and be a kid and you're my entertainment. You're all, look at this, so cute. Look at this kid. I don't know. I mean, I say that. I don't have kids.
They give us this artificial childhood where they insulate them in goo goo gaga baby talk, and they don't talk to them like what they are, which is a soon to be adult, a very soon to be adult, and you need to talk to them. I mean, it doesn't mean you tell them all the birds and bees right away, but you talk to them with good language, proper grammar. You show them how to do things.
You don't treat them like pets.
Exactly.
I think a lot of parents treat their kids like pets.
Exactly, just like pets.
Yeah, they're like, oh.
Here's a good point. Dances with Bear says they're trying to puff up medical staff with pride. It will make all the nonsense they pass easier to push on us. Yeah, very possible. Mel Gibson, Kamal's got a good comment. What'd you say? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Got you. Mel Gibson says very similar things about Hollywood. You know what my favorite Mel Gibson line is? How do you find out who rules the world?
How?
Buy Mel Gibson 3 beers. Tell you.
What about Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris? Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the world down. Oh, they eat babies. That it thrives on the blood of children. I got time today, cuz Big Bump is in the chat. Welcome,
Big
Bump. Article 4, Section 4, reporting for duty. You can still have a mantle and an RV. Hell yeah, we can. What's up? Bros and cons.
I have one of these babies right on my back. Ha!
Ha! Rich, you guys should start a GoFundMe for the RV. We certainly have been thinking about
That's a good idea, man. I don't want to ever come across like a beggar or be like, hey, I want you to do this for
you got
me.
some money?
Like if there's a way to doing it tactfully where maybe I can give something in return. Where I don't know, I want to figure out something to make it fun.
Thought about going to the cities of those people who funded, going to them.
Or creating jingles or songs for people, or doing something so I'm not just getting free stuff from people, but I know that it could be fun sort of way to get people excited to see, set a goal together and then do it, and then have something once we get that, be like, all right, once we get that, we're going to hate your city or whoever, I don't know. If you guys have ideas, I'm open to hearing it, because one of the things I want is to be more involved with people and have it feel like my career or my life is open for other people to be a part of. You know what I mean? Because I want to find people that are real and authentic, and people that just love what's right, and not to say sending me money or whatever is right, or that it's wrong, but I just want to gravitate towards those kind of people in general. That's off the RV thing, but I don't know. I just feel like being on the road, going off and just doing something crazy could be fun.
Like Matt said a few streams ago, that Pretty sure we talked about it, and he said, you know, you'd be surprised. You get out there, and you will run into people who actually identify and or like they like what your mission is, your goal, and they want to be a part. They want to support it. It's not like a fan thing.
Yeah.
It's a fellowship thing, and they want to see this spread. Just kind of like how when we met Jesse, we wanted to see that grow. I want Jesse to be able to reach other people the way he reached me.
For sure. And the idea of like, you know, figuring out how to sell merch and do all those types of things, so where it becomes a transaction, it becomes a way to, you know, raise money properly and not just be like
with a quality
give me
trade.
money. But speaking of give me money, we do have super chats available.
Yeah,
if
you always
want
can do a super
to,
chat.
Super chat. Super chat. Super chat.
I know I got in a little late, but did you all hear that the DOJ dropped the case against Flynn? Yes, General Flynn has been exonerated. The man was innocent.
Big word.
Yeah, he's an innocent man. He was set up by the previous administration. So the issue is, that's good news. But are we going to see what we need to see, which is that people go down for trying to unseat a duly elected president, which, if I'm not mistaken, is treason and sedition.
Yeah, very fishy things, you know. And I'm a fan of people of all races, of course, that are objective in life and they can sit back and not, you know, have this bias, emotional attachment to something. Oh, I want it to be this way, so I'm going to refuse to look at this over here. Like, and I don't want to be that way either. I like to just look at it and be like, what's the truth? That's it. I'm not going to be like, oh, because I'm white, I'm a fan of Donald Trump, and I think, you know, it's like, I don't, but I know a lot of people were like that with Obama. And I understand that Obama is the first black president.
I was pumped. I voted for him.
He was voted by all of America.
I was blind.
You become president because America majority votes for you. You know, it's not like, oh, America's racist, but then we all voted for Obama. You know.
Yeah, we wanted to believe that we were getting there. You know,
for sure.
It was unfortunate. You know what? It was too good to be true because it was the wrong guy. It was the wrong guy. You know. 7 days, people. No, he's a Nipsey Hussle. That's my hustle, people. He's an interesting cadence in his voice. Don't dare call it treason.
There's a lot of people here that.
You see, we come together in these times because it's about race. Hang all on the steps of the Capitol. Then get rid of D.C. and spread the Fed across the land. I'm not going to say that's a bad idea. We do need smaller government with, as he would agree, much less taxes. We get taxed too much.
That my way, and I'm no politician. You know, I'm not even very smart when it comes to these kind of things. Like, I admit, I know that I know nothing. But to me, what makes sense is, why not just pay for what you consume, right? I probably said this before. I'd rather pay a toll for the things that I consume. If I call cops, I gotta pay a fee.
Man, Black Stepdad said he voted for Hillary. Look, I was beta for voting for Biden, but that is beta.
I never voted for Hillary. I always saw the evil behind her eyes.
Hillary is nuts. Oh man, but it's okay. I don't judge you for it. I mean, hey, Obama's not a peach either. The federal government owning land is unconstitutional. I think so. They own big tracts of land for what? It's not a park. What do they own it for?
They want to make it extra hard for you to own land or have any kind of stakes in America.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they want to keep everybody renting and, you know, a slave.
Exactly. That's why there's all these apartments going up, and you know which means home ownership is dropping.
That's why it's all connected. You know, California, they want let the cops handle it, right? Your tax dollars pay for the cops, and then the cops are going to be the ones armed with guns, and they like, oh, you guys don't need guns. Citizens don't need guns. When the people who have guns and commit crimes are criminals, right? And the people who have guns that are law-abiding citizens, they protect themselves and. They just want to take, because by the time the cops get there, there's always like, you know, where's that church that like, you know, they had that shooting and luckily they had guns there and they shot the guy.
Yeah, in
right
Texas.
away.
If he didn't have that gun, well, luckily a few people had guns, but yeah, imagine no one was armed. He would have killed many people.
It's all connected though, like even the homeless thing and all those things. At the end of the day, I want to grow into being able to bet on myself. That's it. If someone's going to attack me, it's on me. I got to be able to defend myself, you know? Whether it's learning how to fight, be a man, and stick up for myself, you know, provide for a family or whatever, it's always going to be bet on yourself, not, oh, I want the government to come fix it.
You can't be like, hold on, pause. Let's wait for the cops to get here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, grab my arm. No, your other hand. No, my other hand. You know.
Nice little drop here for you, Trev. JOG, Jakai Olive Gaming. Just want to say, hey, Trevor. I just wanted to say I enjoy your music and broadcast during this pandemic. I hope to see more from you. A fan from Cali.
Who's that?
Kai.
Kai.
Jakai.
I thank you very much. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much. No, seriously.
Yeah, thank you.
I do appreciate it. He's thanking you on my behalf.
That's right. On behalf of Mr. Wesley.
He's like my mother over here.
Yeah, he's such a good boy. Saudi prince paid for Obama's Harvard education. Absolutely, Epstein. Look into Bin Talal. No, Bin Walid.
No, Bin Laden.
Bin Talal. I think it's Bin... One of those bins.
I've been to.
But yeah, he's like the evil uncle. He's like Scar in Lion King. He's that guy
I don't even know
in
who
Saudi
that
Arabia.
is.
Just a Saudi Arabian shady character, dude. Evil uncle, like a mastermind. Big Bump says, FYI, I did not vote for the fallen Messiah either time. You're good on you.
Hey, you know what's interesting that a lot of people don't know, I didn't know for a long time, is that Obama has a brother, a half brother, and he's totally anti. Like, he has a Twitter, he goes off on it. What's his name?
Malik Obama.
Malik Obama, right? His half brother. And he goes off on the guy. Talks about how he's corrupt and all kind of things, like his own blood. So, that's pretty nuts. And like, the media doesn't show stuff like that. They're going to be like, oh my God, Obama has a brother, and he totally
He's blasting him.
is against him and blasting him.
Nick Gonzalez, Nico just shot us a super chat.
Oh, Nick. Oh, Nicholas.
Nicholas. Ankle baby.
Nicholas the koala bear.
He said he heard the tune of We Can Live Forever the other day.
Where'd you hear it?
Yeah, how'd you hear that tune?
Yeah, how'd you hear it?
That's
forgot
top
about
secret.
How's it go? I know the lyrics. I'm trying to.
Nick, get the phone. Get the phone, Nick. I evict the homeless here in SoCal with maple syrup.
Is that a Matt?
That is Dave Dizzle.
Oh.
Nico Gonzalez. Nicolas says,
What
Jack
I hear?
Wilson, good guy with a gun. Oh yeah, that was the old man with a gun in Texas. Jack Wilson. It's just a good all-American name. Jack. Jack. Or you might mean Stephen Williford. But I was thinking of Jack, the old based white guy. Nick still pressure washer the floor as he holds the fort down. Let's see. I heard it somewhere. I picked it out from something else. It's gonna be amazing. That song is one of my favorites. Or Blessed. I don't know if you can bless him with a little bit of Blessed. That was a great one. Top secret Easter egg tune activated.
Isn't Mother's Day coming up soon? Did I hear that?
I see the memes, but I don't know. My mom's dead. She dead. So I don't have to worry about that. White Victoria's in the house with Costas.
Oh, no way.
Amazing.
Hey, Costas,
Oh, Trevor.
He's the man.
Come to Vegas,
I
Trevor.
have a bad accent.
Oh, man.
When I see him, I think of a glorious gladiator that's coming to save the world. And he has a sweet little phone case that I want one of.
He looks like a detective. He's got the little double holster under the jacket thing.
He distracts you. He has a little phone case. Looks like a detective, so you think it's a gun. But in his sock, he has a blade. And he comes and stabs.
It'd be great to have Costas do our voicemails. You've reached Trevor Wesley.
Yeah.
He's not here at the moment. Please leave a message, and he'll get back to you as early as convenient.
And if he doesn't get back to you, then back off.
What's up, White Victoria? Thought I'd try this side of the spectrum for a while, Big Bomb. As JLP would say, I can live forever. Forever. Epstein's ghost from Orlando. Great stream, guys. Thank you, David. Costas, that's nice and Greek. Very Greek. Give love to the girls. Easy there. Women don't have love to give.
What does that mean? What does that mean, though? Because people don't always know what these things mean, you know?
Where is Schmitty? That's a good question. Schmitty's not here. Oh, yeah. Let's get that call-in number going. What was that number again?
308-5559.
We got an open line. We can only do one call at a time because Nick's not here to get the phone.
Yeah. We don't have an anchor baby Mexican to answer our phone calls.
Snow Mexican, technically.
We only
Snow
have a half
We have a jungle Mexican.
jungle.
Yeah, half jungle Mexican.
And I haven't had a DNA test, so I don't really know what I am. But if I have a 1% anything, that means that I qualify, apparently. So I could be many things.
He's one of them Lucky Charms Europeans.
Oh, I have a caricature created to make fun of me. Oh,
I'm out.
You could call me a leprechaun, and it's not a derogatory name, or a ginger, as some say, because my beard, I have a very red beard, golden hair. But do I care? No.
I'm a fan, y'all. I just gotta go to bed at old people time. Yeah, Nick's on that old people time. Oh,
I
he's
get
out
it,
here.
man. He's on that Joel time.
Good night, Nick. Get some sleep. But you guys get up early, so much respect. You
Take
get the
care.
work done. You know, we'll have dinner one day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll get it done. Nick on JLP time. That's right. Cause he's on that JLP dime. White Victoria, give us a call. I saw you looking for the number.
Why, Victoria?
It's why.
Victoria. She's gonna celebrate with the friends. Why, Victoria? This call's gonna be White Victoria.
Trevor, Black Stepdad wants to know, what are your thoughts on the Beatles, and what knife do you recommend that guy get as a starter knife?
Oh, well, if I had to recommend, I recommend you this knife right here that I have right here. This special knife, which is around $26, and that's a very cheap price for a quality knife. And this knife, you hear that? Yeah. Very nice knife, all right? This knife right here is called a Ganzo knife, all right? It's a very fairly new company that is up and coming. It's been having quality blades created. They've been around for a little while, but recently their blades have been much better than they used to be, so I've read. But this happens to be a 5-star knife on Amazon Prime, okay? It's called the Firebird FH21, all right? And I recommend it. It comes very sharp indeed, and you get a little practice, and you'll be flipping that real nice like.
How much would a knife like that
I said
set you back?
it's $26.
And where could he procure this knife?
I said Amazon Prime.
See, you heard it there, folks.
Or you can go directly to the website. And I say $26, meaning that it's really around $24, but after taxes and everything, it's $26. Because I'm keeping it real, right?
And if you ain't a Prime member, it ain't free delivery.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon Prime, man. But you know what? I had a gripe about that because before all this coronavirus stuff, I paid my Amazon Prime membership guarantees me next day delivery, right? That's how they get you to be an Amazon Prime member. But now with this coronavirus thing, they're like, oh, we can't guarantee. So why isn't the price change? Why aren't you going to give me a deal? Because we know they're making more money now because everybody's ordering. So it's not like you guys are missing out on money. So only thing I'm missing out on is my next day delivery.
Sunshine Giltner's in the chat. She said that now that General Flynn is free, the heads are going to roll all the way to the top. American people deserve it. The spiritual battle is so real. Get your popcorn. ready for the show. Let's hope so. Let's hope so that people will face justice. Obama is going to go down, and many, many, many others. We'll see. No expectations. No expectations. Welcome to the Beta Shopping Network. Call now. That's right. For only $9.99. Ganzo Knives. Amazon Prime is free every 2 weeks with the same email. What? Cheap because they made in China? I don't know about that, man.
I don't know if they are made in China.
But they're good.
Doesn't made in China usually say made in China on it?
Yeah, usually they're pretty proud of putting that crap on there. Steven is in the chat, our buddy Steve.
It actually says made by Ganzo, FH21D2. I don't see made in China.
Yeah, I don't know. Have to look that up. Steven says Gerber makes good knives.
He said a beginner's knife. All right. Gerber do make good knives, but this is just this is what you get to be like, damn, I like knives. Maybe I'll get another one.
Matt said check the hilt. That's where it should say made in China.
Where's the hilt?
Yeah,
I'm using terminology trying to show
you trying to make me feel bad?
Trying to make me feel like a dummy. But I've been looking at all places. I don't see no made in China.
I might have skipped a few grades, but doesn't mean I know what hilt means.
All it says is made by Ganzo.
Try buying U.S. made when possible. I agree.
Well, this ain't my only knife, all right?
He does have a buck knife.
I'm a fan of the U.S. made, and in fact, I'll find you a U.S. made knife right now.
Yeah, 2 American made knives. FH21D2 should be the steel it's made of. Yeah. What up, Will Von Arks? Is that Trills Von D?
It's just Trills Von.
Trills Von?
Because I left the D out. She'll get that later.
This
knife right here is an American made knife right here. Pocket knife, grandfather knife. You can pass down generations to come. It's called a Buck 110. Buck 110. It's real nice, sturdy, good for stabbing. If you've seen the video I made before about these knives, then you will realize that you have seen this knife. And it has a nice little metal piece here. It's very heavy. You could use it as like a little brass knuckle vibe, a little support in your punch. Or you could just, bop someone right in the head. Then you got yourself, this is a nice knife right here. This is it's a fixed blade, very cheap knife too. This was $16, this blade, and it's made in Sweden. You can't be mad at that. Sweden has some good knives, and this is a nice little steak knife, real sharp, cuts, good. Has a little holster there. I put a little paracord on there. I did that myself. Okay, I articulated that. I laced that up myself, real nice like, and now for the grand finale, we have ourselves an American, USA-made buck knife right here, Buck 120, fixed blade, made for stabbing. It has a little blood. What's the word?
A blood.
Matt would know. He knows.
What the hell?
He's the one that I think that told us on the live.
Yeah.
It's made so when you stab it in, there's no suction, right? Because you got a little hole right here, and so the blood will pop out there, and you can pull your knife out. So that
blood groove.
It's a blood groove.
Blood groove. Thank you.
So that way, your knife doesn't get sucked in by the intestines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes the
It'd
suction
be like
is
air
great.
pressure, so you won't be able to get the knife out.
Don't want no suction. So this knife I keep under my hat, so that way I can just pop it off and stab.
Matt says you could shave with him. He actually did shave with him.
Oh, I did. You want to see?
Made for stabbing? Yeah, these are made for stabbing.
Step right up.
Super Dave, welcome.
Dave is super.
And you know what Super Dave's song is? La la la.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's a Super Dave. Super Dave. Rah, rah, rah. That'd be the Asian version. Oh, it's the Hickory Pot. The Hickory Pot. Rah, rah, rah. Which actually makes me kind of miss our buddy Mike. Asian Mike.
Asian Mike. One of the most based Korean dudes I know in my life.
I don't know if Koreans qualify as Asian, right? I mean, a lot of people, I don't know. Yeah, I know Filipino people don't
Well, they say Pacific Islander.
Pacific Islander, exactly. So
Yeah.
I don't want to step on any toes. I mean, the people I hang out with, all ethnicities, okay? No hate. People I hang out with, they don't care. They're not sensitive, right? They know the heart, and that's all that matters. And they can take a joke, especially the men, okay? If they're emotional, that means they're more of a feminine spirit. I get it. I'll tiptoe around you, pander, but, you know.
Let's see. What about your thoughts on the Beatles?
Oh, yeah. I like the Beatles. I like their music. I grew up, my dad always listened to the Beatles. You know what I'm saying? I recorded that one song, was it? Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
He gave a Spanish one. El rebote de Jaime Hick. Jaime Hick. It's a Spanish version.
Sounds like a Jewish version.
Yeah. El reporte de Jaime Hick. Jaime Hick. La la la. I don't think so. It was just a conspiracy. Crazy for sure. Nice plagal cadence, Trevor.
I appreciate that.
What M audio model is that? Asked Raymond.
This is a 88 key station 88 M audio. It's just a controller, meaning there's no built-in sounds. A plug-in MIDI.
Oh! I do speak Spanish. Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes.
Victoria and Costas.
Oh, wow.
Mucho gusto, Victoria.
What's it gonna cost us for this call?
Hey guys,
¿Qué onda?
I can hear myself in the background, you know.
we just turned it off.
Sweet.
Yeah, I can hear my Spanish.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Costas. It's not you, Costas.
Yes, I'm here.
Amazing.
I'm here.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know Costas, he is a world famous
He is just
actor.
an amazing man.
And he's one of the few actors that are based, because, you know, most actors out there, they run around trying to pretend somebody they're not, but he is awake. And he no man is good, but Costas is good because he ain't no man. He's a god. What's the word? Where are you guys at?
What's that?
Where are you guys?
We are hiding out in the mountains in the desert, watching you. You look fantastic. I want to come to that room one day. That's the kind of room I want to hang out in.
This is a man cave.
It looks good on camera, but
I'm sure. You know
we
what?
only gotta let you see what you can see, what we want you to see. That's the thing about Hollywood.
You know what? Hollywood. I've got a lot to talk about with Hollywood, but let's keep it to the next session. I'll tell you this. I'm in shock because you're here. My wife told me that she heard you, and I love you guys. I respect you guys, and you are talented, and you both look good on film. That's what I want to say for now.
Well, I appreciate you, my brother.
You're a lovely man.
Yeah, you know you look good on film because that's why you make the big bucks. Because they put you on film there.
I got to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
That's
By the way,
right.
we're going to watch you keep singing. I don't know what to tell you other than I want to catch up on what you're doing, and we'll call in again soon.
Yeah, I appreciate
Amazing.
it. Yeah, and thanks for just calling to say hello. It means a lot.
Hey, when we get this RV, Costas, we're gonna come out to Vegas. Come hang out, say hi.
You're
Absolutely.
welcome. You know where to find me.
Trip to Vegas.
That's right.
Well, you guys
it's
take
a bit
care.
of a ghost town right now. Huh?
Oh, I thought you were kicking. I
I thought you were kicking
bouncing.
us off.
No, well, no. I don't want to take up too much time.
No,
because
no,
I got
no.
plenty going on.
It's
But
open call line.
I want. You're welcome when you get to town. We'll show you around, and keep singing because I love listening to you.
Absolutely, man.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why I want to say. Have you guys eaten? Have you had dinner?
Yes, we have eaten, sir. Are you going to sing a song about food?
Because I'm starving. So it popped in my mind, and I
You know
figured,
what?
You're a couple. You guys probably eat well.
Feed the beast. Listen, we'll cook for you when you get here.
Oh yeah. But you're not a vegan, right, Costas?
Please, man. Reach out, man. What are you talking about?
None of that soy boy stuff, right?
Because Costas ain't a little
Heard that? Hey, can you know? Can you play Zorba the Greek? Can you set that up for next time? Can you do that?
What is that?
Oh, you're saying a Greek song?
The great Zorba the Greek theme song. Can you get it ready for next week?
A Greek? You said the Greek theme song?
Zorba the Greek, one of the great movies.
Zorba the Greek.
Quinn played
Zorba the Greek.
Zorba the Greek.
Pull it up on YouTube.
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna pull it up right now. Hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses there.
That's
Trevor
so
can do
cool.
anything.
Oh, this is a good song.
It's a classic. He's gonna learn it real fast.
Hi. It almost sounds like this.
Ooh, that gets fast.
Because
Can I tell you what? Trevor's giving it a Broadway touch. I love it.
Opa! That was amazing. Yeah, we gotta go to a Greek restaurant, hang out, get some good Greek food.
We'll take you to a good one when you come to visit.
Okay? Amazing.
Sweet.
Thank you, Costas.
Food for the gods. Thank you. Keep going. We love you. We respect you, and we'll see you soon.
And you.
Thank you, sir. Send our best to the missus.
Beautiful. Keep entertaining the people. We're watching you guys.
Thank you, Costas.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Trevor the voice. The voice.
Amazing. That's our buddy Costas. He's such a cool dude, and his beautiful, beautiful wife, White Victoria.
Hey, watch it.
Oh, she's a doll. She's a good looker. That Victoria.
But you know they say looks could kill.
Oh.
That's because the better they look, the more they will kill. They will kill you.
Pork chops and applesauce. Let's see. Zorba the Greek. Yeah, that was interesting. Right on, guys. Richard and William. It's cool. We got fellow ex or current skaters up in here. That's right, man. I will always be a skater in my heart. I actually got skate trucks tattooed to my chest. The metal parts of the skateboard that hold the wheels underneath
You
the skate deck.
really?
Right here.
I have Thug Life
Thug Life?
tatted on my
Oh,
chest.
okay. I've got low-fat milk right here at the bottom.
Nice. I got 2% symbol on my ankle.
2%. I've got a McDonald's logo on my shoulder, and I said, you know what this means? This right in here means you're always welcome.
You know what I've got? The world on a string.
T-Warrior.
Oh, no way.
Oh yeah, T-Warrior said top of the morning, mates.
You know what the greatest thing about T-Warrior is?
What's that?
Yeah.
You know what? And T-Warrior, he's one of the few guys who's not a little bitch. That's right.
When T-Warrior walks into a room, everybody's like, he's a warrior, you know what I'm saying? And when you walk into the room,
Maybe it's loud.
where's the one? There it is. When you walk into a room,
What?
that sounds like a stoner laugh.
Yeah.
You ever known somebody who smoked a lot of dope? That's how they laugh.
I was like, did you smoke marijuana?
Oh,
Marijuana.
And then he says, yeah. Black Omar wants to know, are we gonna still stream after church is back open?
Oh no, that's our time to quit. Actually, we announced that when soon as church is back, we quit.
We're done. We're retiring. No, of course. You sounds like you made Costas' night. Yeah, he made our night too. Haven't talked to him in a minute.
Great guy, great guy.
Such a good guy. Just Stella, stand up, fella. You know. What? Say hi to your mother for me. Lamb chops. T-Warrior 1. Ladies be twerking. All right, so the call lines are now open again. Well, the call line. Singular.
Say, you made a plural.
Sounds cooler if you say the call lines. You know, you can call, I just can't pick up the call. So let's hear from someone new. We got T-Warrior. Well, everyone's new. It's a new day, so anyone who want to call in, give us a call. 818-308-5559.
Step right up and call. Pros and cons. The world blames dad when it's really your mom. Woo, woo. If you notice, I don't have coffee. I have water. You can tell I don't need coffee right now.
Yeah, wired.
But I'm ready for food, man. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat. I don't know how long I want to stream tonight, actually, because I'm getting hungry right now.
Steven said he didn't get tattooed till he was 36. He got 2 in the same night from a buddy. I mean, they're pretty decent, but I kind of wish I was tattoo-less. Somewhat regret getting them. Do you have tattoos?
Nope. My body is my temple. Body is my temple.
Omar's got 7 tattoos. Matt is also, body is his temple. He's got 0.
You know, like, I notice girls, they like everything that's like, like, oh, he's a bad boy. Oh, he's got tattoos. I like that. He's, you know why I think I realized? They like the guys that are all like, you know, I'm a badass and everything because, like, they're angry and they know that the guys with anger are easily controlled.
It's like a giant robot you get to control.
They're like, hey, guess what? I'll give you some sex and I'll also control you for it. How about that?
Yeah. He's like, yeah! Who do I get to punch?
Yeah, babe, I'll make you my god. I'll wear a bunch of tattoos, make you feel good. You know, feel like you're protected because I'll just be angry if anyone attacks.
I'm gonna act like the man, but I'm gonna let you control me.
Yeah. I mean, I let him lead. I let him lead. Oh, really? That's interesting that you let him. Because if he led, you wouldn't need to let him, he just would.
It's amazing that pattern though. You see it. They look alpha because they're loud. They're usually big. They like the gym, you know, they hit the weights, they got the tats.
That's why I like to be low profile, you know what I'm saying? I want something in here like this, you know, I have a pop and sitting like that. People are like, oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. And out of nowhere,
Pow!
pow! Stab! How's that? How's that in your muscle?
Yeah.
Muscle spasm.
How's that tattoo feel now?
Yeah. Looks like your naked lady needs an eyeball. Stab!
Mark says not getting tattooed is more of a statement these days. Yeah, I mean, I think women are hot when they have 0 tattoos.
I just never really wanted a tattoo, really. I knew that I was always changing in my life, and I knew if I got something that I probably later on I'd be like, why did I get that? So I just didn't ever get a tattoo.
It's cool. I wouldn't regret it though, Steve. Like, it is what it is. It's done. I went through that phase, but I don't think about it. I don't even notice it there. It's just there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Shows you how self-aware he is.
Yeah. But I am very careful about getting new ones. You know, I don't just, you know, because I think that's the problem. You get it impulsively, and that's that voice working on you. Because everyone who starts it, it's like an addiction. You get one, and boom, by the next summer.
Say that you get one, you smoke one joint, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're buying ounces, and then you're selling it.
You pump one dumpster, next thing you know, you're pumping them all.
Jeez.
Not getting tattooed. Yeah, I said that. No tats here for Big Will. Big Willie. Just because he had young kids and couldn't justify the amount of money. Yeah, it's crazy expensive to get tattoos, bro. Like, you want a piece right here? Black and white? My buddy got one. Right there. Grandma with angel wings. Like, $2,000. It's like your 2 months of rent. Omar wants
That's
to
actually not quite 2 months of rent, Pally.
It's close.
2 months of rent would be $2,800.
He's getting a Bernie Sanders tattoo on his back. That's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna put, what would I do? I'm just gonna get Tom Hanks on my back. Just Tom Hanks. I'm gonna have it just Hanks with an X. And then have like a little, children's sock. Hanging off the, you know?
I know. Well, now we know T Warrior's weakness: short, cute Latina women with tattoos.
Ooh, I mean, I like short, cute Latina women. I won't say
Yeah,
that. I mean,
there's
I'm
something
not.
about
Yeah, I'm not
pants.
gonna be like, oh, she has tattoos. You know?
Every guy likes a short one because, you know, the whole, you know, spinner. You get it.
Whoa.
You get it. You know? Just, it makes you feel like a giant.
Feel like. You get that? Feel like.
Corn Pop is Corn Pop. Corn Pop is here.
Corn pop.
What's up, Corn Papa?
Popping corn over
I love
there.
it when you call me Corn Papa. Tats, barbed wire strand at 20, a picket fence.
This is my T Warrior
At
song.
20, a picket fence at 65. There you go.
That was when he was preaching the other day.
Ben, his rule is for tats. If he thinks it's a good idea, wait 5 years, see if you still like it.
Yeah.
And now he's 35 and has 0 tattoos, so nothing's past the test.
Well, if you ever get a wife, and she has a tramp stamp on her back,
Oof.
just make sure that she gets it removed before.
A tramp stamp to me is like when you go to the Best Buy and it's that one package that got retaped. You know, someone's already opened that package. You see all the new tape on it? Yeah. Not a big fan of tramp stamps. Tats, just say no. Mister is in the chat. Mister. What's up, guys? Just jumped in. JPS in the house. JPS. What's JPS?
It's
Oh,
actually.
exactly, Benjamin. Means she's a dumpster. That's right. You don't want to be eating out of the trash can. Yeah, tramp stamps are just. It's like you're getting that rewrapped package.
But I mean, everybody has their era. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why it is now is because you've grown to see what kind of girls got the tramp stamp, and over 20, 30 years, you're like, oh, it's one of those girls. So all these new fads, like, you know, then there was girls getting, you know, like finger tattoos and stuff.
Oh yeah, they like getting
Yeah,
finger ones.
Pretty soon it's gonna be like, you know, in 10 years, whenever, they're gonna be like, oh, that's gonna be those finger stamp girls.
Yeah, you can
You
even
know?
see your grandma with the tramp stamp, like Grandma Brittany.
Your grandma doesn't have one?
My grandma, I only got one left, but no, 0 tattoos. She's
My
a classy lady.
grandma, my grandma was the
Norwegian.
founder of the store Target.
What?
So she got a huge target on the on her back. So that's her tattoo.
She's got a bullseye on her
Tramp
butt. Steven says, I don't necessarily regret it. I got one of Milo from the band Descendants. Oh, okay, I know that one. And on my right wrist, I have the symbol of a record label called Saddle Creek, which I used to work for. Hey, yeah, I look at them. To me, they're like bookmarks of different chapters in your life. Adriana's in the chat. Little Adriana.
Adriana.
She has a tattoo of an old lady sitting on a rock smoking a blunt. What?
Speaking of Adriana, you know the singer Rihanna. One day she's gonna age, and then she'll be aged Rihanna, but not you, Adriana. You'll forever be young. Forever young. I wanna be forever young.
T Warrior says to Trevor, my uncle never got out of the Jerry Curl era.
I couldn't expect anything less from you, T Warrior, because you're an OG, and I can tell by the sound of your voice. It's not that I have seen you or I have any stereotypical images in my mind, except I have a feeling that your grandpa, when he gets up off the couch, he leaves a stain at the back of his head, just like in, what's that movie? Coming to America.
Yeah. He probably drives a Cadillac with a diamond in the back. Mister says he got tattoos with his ex-wife back in the days, and she got the tramp stamp. He should have known better. Yeah, bro, that was a sign. got a soul glow. Oh, you remember that song?
Tramp stamp, part of my camp. She got the soul glow, soul glow. She's got a tramp stamp, that means she's a part of my camp. She's got the soul glow. Just let your soul glow, just let it shine through.
Jerry Curl and mullets. That's right. A lot of old school punks and skaters in the chat. Yeah, a bunch of vandals. Pun intended. Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. That's right.
Luther Vandross?
Luther Vandals. Am I white? Matt asks.
Hey, I want to ask everybody a question because I saw something online. I don't know what to believe, but it's a picture of Val Kilmer. Have you guys seen Val Kilmer lately? There's a picture. There's a picture of Val Kilmer. I guess he was just released a book or something like that. But he's giving me the Caitlyn Jenner vibes. No joke.
Like
I think he
plastic
might,
surgery?
I don't know. I think he might be
Transitioning?
I'm just saying how it came off because I couldn't find anything about that. But this picture, yeah, it's very interesting. Look up Val Kilmer, new release.
He was one of my favorite actors from the 90s. And dude is amazing. Well, he was amazing.
I mean,
I don't know. I hope he's not transitioning.
yeah.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat.
Anyone heard that? Val Kilmer transitioning? Possibly?
That's why I'm asking. I just want to know.
Oh, Matt says, and Jill Magoon, that he had cancer.
Who, Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, now I'm an asshole.
I had tickets to go see Leftover Crack on April 18th, but Corona happened and I wasn't able to get a refund. Probably a punk band. Cancer did it. Yep. Val Kilmer was amazing. That's right. He was amazing. You guys remember that 80s movie where, what's it called? Something nerds or geniuses, they all like work on this laser and they put popcorn in the house and the laser warms it up and the whole house gets full of popcorn.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Is this a corn pop story?
No, it's an old 80s movie with Val Kilmer. I forget what it's called.
Val Kilmer was the OG Batman.
Oh,
Never
Willow.
forget that.
He was in Willow.
Was he weeping?
No. Remember that little with the midgets? Peck.
You
little
can't
peck.
say midgets, man. You're not allowed to say midgets anymore. It's small people.
Small people.
Right? Which is weird because small people, it's not very descriptive. Midget is very specific. You're like, oh, midget. You know exactly what it is.
Real genius.
But small people could be dwarfs, could be children, could be fairies. You know what I mean?
Iceman. He was good in Top Gun. Peck, 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 peck. Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate to hear. But did he beat cancer?
Is he still alive?
Is it Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
He's got to be. He didn't die. I didn't see anything about that.
Michael Keaton was the best Batman.
But I'm not talking about how he looked. I'm talking about the way he dressed. He looked very feminine. I wasn't even talking about him being cancerous or anything like that.
Like he wore like just feminine. He had
It's a picture, yeah.
energy.
It just gave me. I thought. I don't know. I don't know how it went from me thinking that to
like Marlon Brando in The Island of Dr. Moreau. Good question. You brought it up. Who's the best Batman? TV show and movies. If you had to pick one, who did the best Batman?
Well, I remember loving the original Michael Keaton Batman back in the day, but I remember watching that. I used to think that he was kind of a weird Batman, even when it came out. But I have a weird. Who are all the Batmans?
Michael Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney, Christian Bale.
Clooney doesn't make a Batman to me.
Clooney is one of probably the worst Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
At the TV show, but that doesn't count because that's not going to compete.
Yeah, you know why? Because you can't factor just Batman. You gotta be like, who's Bruce Wayne?
Yeah.
And Michael Keaton kind of gives you that kind of vibe to me, at least. He's like, you wouldn't know, because Batman's just a guy in a mask, right? You're just like, oh, that's Batman. But who's Bruce Wayne? It seems like like incognito, kind of like you'd never expect him to be. But he's Batman, so that makes him cooler Batman to me, at least.
Right. He shouldn't look like he's super athletic.
Yeah, like,
He kind of was balding, I think, in Batman already. Yeah, he didn't have a bit. Keaton's been losing his hair forever, but I think he's the best Batman. I would give Christian Bale number 2. I like that one. It was just a directing, but
I like Christian Bale.
there we go.
What do you call? What do you call a religious person
Stephen
who was
Will.
just bonded out of jail?
To accept, press 1.
Christian
To send a
Bale.
voicemail, press 2.
Stephen Will, you're on the air, buddy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, bud?
All right. Hey, I had this idea. I just want to run it by you guys. Two different ideas that just kind of popped in my head.
You had an idea at the Bayou?
Okay, a T-shirt for Hake, for Hake's sake. I had this idea. You know how he calls out the snakes a lot in the chat, and like he calls out the snakes?
The snakes, like
Snake in the grass.
Yeah. And he's always saying, like, he's a snake, he's an okay guy, but he's a bit of a snake, and all that kind of stuff. Well, what would be a great idea would be a shirt idea would be him, like, above all this, he's like in a snake pit, and he's standing above it, just handling the snakes. But anyway, that's just kind of a goofy thing. Another thing, Trevor, if you could, I think you can, definitely, would be to work on a song, about Hake and the snakes, and just all about that. I mean, if you watch the show enough, I'm sure you know how he handles the snakes. So I think that would be a cool song for fun,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but I gotta put my focus in things. It's like I don't want to be the guy that's just making songs.
Oh no, I know, not to call anybody out or be mean or anything. Just for fun, though. It's just to be silly.
No, for sure. But I get it. But it's got to make sense, It's got to make like I make these remixes because it's something that people know, and it's
right.
It's for fun and stuff. But I don't know. I guess it would have to be the right timing or right situation. Like maybe it was a birthday gift.
Like,
it's like, hey, happy
especially
birthday!
if you personally find somebody that that might deserve to be snakified.
Yeah. It could be
maybe I don't know.
Hake in the grass.
Sounds like a wrestler. Hake the snake.
Hake in the grass.
Right. Hake's in the grass looking at the snakes and so on and so forth.
Exactly. It'd be him in the grass looking at the snakes. Somebody said something about that I thought was good. If you want to see the snakes in the grass, keep your grass trimmed.
Right.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I think she did. One time at least. All right, enough of that.
So what's the word, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Just been hanging out, staying away from watching the news because it's only depressing, of course, with all the crap going on.
Yeah, it's almost comical. It's like you hear them talk about stuff. It's so obvious that they're trying to like bait us to feel some kind of way.
Yeah, be emotional
Right.
every day.
Right. I mean, I understand it's a real thing. I'm not one of those guys that thinks it's a hoax or anything like that. I don't get into all the conspiracy theories so much, but I definitely don't let it be a part of any kind of fear I have,
Well, yeah, when I hear hoax, when I hear people say it's a hoax, I don't think they're saying that the virus is not real. I think that they're just the hoax is the numbers that they're saying. It's them inflaming and blowing it up, overreacting. It's not that it's all a hoax. It's that they're using it as an opportunity to pounce on their opponents, political opponents.
Yeah, gain more power.
Yeah, like that. The hoax is like the way
how they're handling it.
Yeah,
that's true. That makes sense.
At least to me, at least.
And I think there's some hoaxes with the data and the numbers don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's always pre-existing conditions of people dying, and the virus does play a role. And it's hard to decipher whether the virus itself did them in or not.
Right, they've ruined the data.
I'll be curious. Well, like reflecting on this year, right, with the whole coronavirus, the flu, and everything all together. How many deaths did we have this year compared to last year or the year before? I bet you it's going to be the same. I bet it's going to be the same.
Right.
Whether
it's crazy
flu,
though. I mean, they say 70,000 people in America alone have died from it. So if you think about like a war, and like let's say a couple of years go by. I mean, obviously, probably now at this point, if it is real as it is, over 1 million people probably have died from it, or at least close to it. So if you think about it, if it really is what it is, that's a lot of people dying. So I mean, that is something scary to think about. But again, again, I'm not going to. I don't go to the store with wearing a mask.
But I think
I just
that
do all the
they're.
proper things.
I think to me
Like washing my hands.
it seems like they're shaving off deaths of other things and then making it Corona. So I think all in all, how many deaths this year is going to be like one every year. There's like people die thousands just like with the common flu or like because the media overhypes it. If the media was like told you how many people were dying in car accidents, people would be afraid to drive.
Right. That's true. I mean, the flu deaths versus the corona deaths. I mean, I don't know the numbers or statistics, but I'm sure it has to be very similar. I'm guessing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of overlap. There's overlap there.
I don't keep up with statistics so much.
Yeah.
I think what's kind of just ridiculous is the ego stroking for the nurses and the medical staff, on top of them having the nerve to make all these TikTok videos. It's like, are you busy or not? Doesn't make any sense.
Well, everything seems to be a bandwagon. Everything these days. Whatever
totally,
it is, it's
totally.
a bandwagon that everybody jumps on, and it's kind of weird.
And one thing I would say, I'm a person, I lean to the right, definitely, when it comes to politics. But one thing I've always realized when it comes to the left is we don't have to worry about it so much because they seem to be destroying themselves with their actions. Like, they're just it's pathetic of what they try to pull.
Oh, it's true,
And,
man. It's
and
true.
what I was going to say, I just think it's better just to kind of they set the fire to their own bridge, so we just might as well watch it, let it burn.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to participate and stoop down to their level with a silly protest or anything like that. We don't have to do that because they're destroying themselves, in my opinion.
Yeah, never interrupt the enemy as they are destroying themselves.
Yeah, there's something going on. I think I was telling Trevor I think we gotta pay attention to the money. All right, man.
Well, I appreciate the call, brother.
Thank you, Steven.
Absolutely. It's always great talking to you fellas.
Okay.
And it's nice to know that we got some skaters and punks in the house.
That's right. Give it up for the skaters.
Shout out to them.
Shot, bro. Come on.
All right, cool.
All right,
Take
keep
care,
keep
fellas.
shredding. Keep shredding, bro.
I will. Later.
Yeah, we gotta represent us retired, busted up skaters. Got bad knees and creaky joints. Kamala was dropping some facts.
What's up, Kamala?
She said in 2017, 1.3 million people died of TB, tuberculosis. 57 million people recovered. It spreads exactly the same way as COVID does, through moisture molecules, cough and sneeze. Nobody did ish about ish.
Well, I'm curious, how does it balance? Are the same numbers happening every year with these other things, or are the numbers shaving down in the other areas? This because of the COVID thing,
Yeah,
because
this year everything changed.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And all in all, I bet you all the numbers are going to be not too far off from what every year it is.
Yeah.
But just the name of it is going to be higher for COVID, and the flu and everything else is going to be lower.
We've got less heart attacks for 2020, less stroke victims, less COPD. They're just going to drop. All those numbers are going to drop.
And see, the left, they think that everybody on the right is a conspiracy theorist, and which is kind of true in a sense, because there's a lot of people that say all these different conspiracies all the time. So then when there happens to be a real conspiracy, something a hoax or whatever it is, it's like crying wolf, So I kind of get where they would be coming from, but at the same time, to me, it's obvious that this is all just overblown and used as a tack to control, especially because Trump's biggest asset and everything that he was doing was the economy. And you saw footage of, was it Bill Maher and certain people saying that they wish and hope that the economy fails.
They'd be happy.
Before all this stuff happens. So it's the sad thing is that people have so much hate and they hate him so much that they're willing to, at all costs,
their
to
hate
destroy
for Trump
the enemy. They want blood.
outweighs. Yeah.
And to me, it's that's what opened my eyes, was seeing the hate from people and being I get that you're not a fan of somebody, or you're that's not my favorite president, but the hatred people have is I'm man, I don't want any part of this. And that's when it kind of woke me up. Is the left pushed me over. I didn't know what I was. I assumed, because when you're young, it's you identify more with people that are like, you know, younger and celebrities and stuff, and you're like, yeah, I'm a liberal, I'm a liberated person. Then as I grew and I started seeing that hatred, I just was like, man, because I didn't know about politics really. And then so one thing I'll give that to Donald Trump is that a lot of people around me weren't into politics at all, and it was kind of like that. And then he got the young people into it, like, you know, he got Steven Crowder, you know, talking more about, you know, he was the one responsible for getting people into these conversations.
Steven Crowder's a beast with the exchange. He keeps his cool. I'm not a, you know, I think there's other things he doesn't do quite so well, but yeah, it's good to be that way, not so passionate. Because some of these people, and you've had it happen, just disagreeing with them on the coronavirus or whatever, Trump's policies, they go from having a disagreement to then cutting off the conversation and saying that I hope you die. It's like, what kind of loving person says that?
Yeah, I don't understand.
T Warrior says Stacey Abrams' front teeth are practicing social distancing.
Hey, that's good.
Who shot Kennedy? Somebody hired by George H.W. Bush. Makes you wonder what they have to hide if they are willing to sink the entire country to take out one man.
No, exactly.
Alpha.
I woke up a coworker about Trump, and now he's fully on board the Trump train. Well, the
Nice.
choo-choo, mother effer.
Nice.
What did I miss here? Where's Black Toria? Yeah, I don't know where she's at. Where is Black Toria?
Nice.
Let's see. Acid killed Kennedy. I never heard that one. Stacey Abrams can't eat corn off the cob. She can. She just leaves that row in the middle. Stacey Abrams next looks like hot dogs. This isn't about taking out Trump. It says Matt. Latinos for Trump. How about just Americans for Trump? Kamala said, what happened to people common sense? When you're sick, you stay at home. You don't share your drink. Why is it that totally healthy people have to behave like they have the plague?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. That's what I was saying about the condom thing. It's like, oh, you can have STDs, you can have herpes, you can have whatever it is, whatever you want. You'll have it, and you're not forced to wear a condom. But if you are, you know, healthy and you don't have COVID-19, you're forced to wear a mask. If you're homeless, you can poop on the ground and, you know, put hepatitis or whatever the hell.
You're not forced to get a job.
Is in poop on the ground, you know, like, it's, oh, on the sidewalk there's human feces everywhere, and now you want to care about my health. But pooping on the ground is fine when your dog can step in it, or your kid or come walking in, you know, and then bring it home, and then you touch it, and then it's like, oh, now you care about my health? Excuse me.
Or they're concerned about the cost of human lives if we open the economy, but some of these people also support abortion. So I mean, who are they to value life at all? It's just a lot of hypocritical stuff, you know. But I mean, preaching to the choir. H.W. killed him. I agree, Mark. George H.W. Bush was one shrewd, bad dude. That guy was, I believe his Secret Service code name was Timberwolf, and Obama was Renegade. Interesting name to pick for yourself, Renegade. Means traitor. He's supposed to present the news, not be it. Thought they could act. Fail. Knock knock, says Joe Lagoon. Who's there? Gap or no gap, Abrams is eating corn on the cob. HW is made. Yeah, he's a made man. I think he was executed, like John McCain. Also, somebody who is not quite the hero people think he is. Sold out a lot of his fellow soldiers in Vietnam. Gave up locations, allowed them to get attacked. Obama's related to the Bush family. Yeah, he's like second cousin through his father or grandfather, Dunham. She ain't gonna eat this popcorn, this corn pop.
Yeah, I've never really been a huge fan of Bush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. More, I like trim.
Yeah.
Songbird McCain.
Yeah.
Johnny Wet Starty. Yeah, Johnny White started. John McCain was nuts. The Lizard Queen of England is his cousin. John McCain was a traitor, says Kamala. The flag over his coffin was wrinkled. Yep. And there's an interesting snippet from, I think it's The View. His daughter, Megan McCain, is on there. Big, heavy-set white girl, blonde hair. Super emotional. They were talking about Trump and dissing him and just trying to do the usual liberal stuff and just talk bad about him. And as she's talking, she kind of candidly says, and I don't think she really caught herself, she says something about Trump, and then she says, well, at least you won't be able to kill my father again. And it was interesting because people were saying, that's weird, because I think just before that, David Kucinich, another congressman, talked about the execution of John McCain. Where'd you go? Whoa.
Was that rude?
Yeah. No, it smelled great. It feels like Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's what we do here. We can't leave the house, and we
And
like
he blows
going,
me. Smoke on me.
Whoa.
But yeah, McCain was executed. What do you think about that?
I don't know. What am I supposed to? I can't believe crap. You know, I can't believe it or not believe it. It's interesting. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. If it's true, you know.
Was Casey and JoJo Trevor? Was that Casey and JoJo? Yeah, that was Casey and JoJo.
I don't want to play too long of it, or else I might get demonetized around here.
Well, while we wait for someone to call in, I think this is a perfect moment for Trevor to play.
Dance,
I'm gonna
monkey,
step out.
dance.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Dance, monkey.
Hay que bailar, mono. Baila, mono.
I don't know. I was gonna make the song, and I started the song actually before I ever had the idea for the concept, and I don't know if I played this before. It's called The Elephant in the Room, and it made me realize, whoa, like conservatives are elephants, right? Oh, and there it is.
They're like, shut up. All right, let's see who this is. I think it's T Warrior 1.
T Warrior.
Press 1.
Yeah.
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 Welcome.
What's the word?
Man, I don't even have a word today, man. I'm just calling. I heard y'all's interesting talk on the Batman movies.
Oh yeah, what do you think? Well, who's your favorite Batman? We need a black Batman, man.
No, man, we don't need no Batman. He'd be late to every crime scene.
Where you been, man?
Showing up with his cousins. He's showing up with his cousins, a pit bull man.
That reminds me of they were gonna make I don't know if they're still doing it, a Black Little Mermaid.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Remember that was the talk of the
that's
town?
one thing that I hate. I hate when us as black people always complain when somebody so-called steals one of our creative items or whatever, right? But then we always try to have a black version of something else.
But see,
make up our own characters,
exactly.
man.
Right.
I see. If it was me as a black woman, I'd be like, man, I don't want a sloppy second character. I want my own character. I don't want exactly a version
Superman.
of that. Come on, man.
Black Superman got 3 baby mamas and stuff. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. He's on the phone arguing the whole time. Now he can't find. He's like, hold on. He's like, babe, what, babe? You know.
Yeah.
Hold on, Lois.
Hold on.
I told you I'm not cheating.
I told you you couldn't call me
I'm
here
not
at work.
cheating.
Yeah.
I'm saving these people.
No, man.
But tell me about Batman. What's your favorite Batman?
He's got to borrow Lois Lane's Ultima.
Michael Keaton, bro. Michael Keaton.
Aha,
That's
I'm not
right.
alone here.
That's my favorite one right there, man.
And what's your reason?
The rest of them, Val Kilmer was pretty cool, but
Yeah, he's not bad, but it's like Val Kilmer's so strongly Val Kilmer that I can't stop. I can't see him as Batman. I see him as Val Kilmer.
So I'd say the top one, Michael Keaton, then Val Kilmer, and then Ben Affleck. After that, man.
Oh, Ben Affleck. I forgot he was Batman.
When was he Batman?
He was
Okay, Ben Affleck and then Christian Bale. And
Ben
then,
Affleck. Ben Affleck came before Christian Bale, right, T?
Huh?
Was Ben Affleck right before Christian Bale started?
No, he was way after Christian Bale.
I don't remember. I don't
Bale was
remember
like
Ben Affleck. I don't want to watch
2006.
it.
Oh, he did the
Remember when he had
Superman
that terrible-
versus Batman.
Yeah, it was a good Batman, but he had that overdone, Batman accent, like, I'm here, you know what I mean? Like,
You know which Batman I liked? Who was the Batman in this one? You don't know this. What Batman was in this?
Batman was on the what? Oh, that was, I think that was Val Kilmer, I'm not sure, though. That was Batman Forever, right?
Yep.
No, that was George Clooney.
That
Wasn't it
was
George Clooney?
He did a crappy Batman, but Batman Forever I liked it because I was a fan of Jim Carrey growing up too, and I thought that he was the perfect Riddler.
He was.
Oh, yeah, he was, man. He was.
And Mr. Freeze.
Him and,
I want everybody to get down.
Arnold, I'm going to freeze you.
Oh, the freeze.
Get to the chopper.
Come on, Melina.
The ice, it melts.
Hey, they need to cast Snoop Dogg as the next Riddler.
It's me.
What's up, folks?
It's your brother Vincent.
He's all tico double cheek. He crip walks in. Hey, you know
Like
why?
what you get when you mix a swish of sweet with Blackwood, folks?
Do you know why Snoop Dogg's bodyguards carry around little umbrellas everywhere?
Why is that?
For drizzle.
That was so corny, it was
Turn
good,
it up a
man.
little.
So stupid. Shit, bow wow.
Yeah.
Tico double cheek, bow wow.
Oh yeah, big Snoop Dogg.
Since we're
Back
doing,
up in the
hey,
easy,
since we're doing all
baby.
these impressions, this is an honest truth. I was thinking the other day, because they got my boy Bill locked up, and I was like, I wonder if he's in prison running stuff. You know what I mean? I told you to bring me my pudding by 3 o'clock, and you came late, so I'm going to have to shake you right now.
He's just running the whole prison. He's in a shoe. He's in the secure housing unit, just like doing squats with a prisoner on his back. 1, 2.
Hey, they got a video of him though when he was doing doing the little court case or whatever he had going, and there was one video where he's walking to the courtroom or out of the courtroom, and he just stops and busts his little dance move out of the blue, and then he keeps walking. It's funny, man. You gotta see it.
Which movie is this?
He does
No,
that
he's talking
little
about Bill Cosby.
Oh.
He's coming out of the court.
Bill
the courthouse.
Cosby.
Yeah, that was an interesting
Yeah.
case, man. Like I know the story of him trying to buy like NBC or ABC, so like it's interesting. Like there's a lot of stuff that I think that we didn't quite understand about that trial. Like
Yeah, I still don't believe it. It's hard for me to believe because I grew up, I loved the Cosby Show. He was like the only black family show that was like, the Full House. Not even better than Full House.
Way
Because it was
better
like,
than Full House.
I'm just saying in a sense of, look, like it's a family values. And he, he always was cooking. He had his hot sauce. And he was, they were doctors. It was like.
it's all good examples.
It was all like, it was good, man. It sucks to hear that. And I still don't believe it, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed that show as a kid, being raised up in the projects. That was like an unreal fantasy family, you know what I mean?
When I heard that, I was like, I don't believe it.
Hey, Michael Jackson.
Exactly.
Michael Jackson. He was bad.
Yeah, and even him, man, I have a hard time, even though, it really seems like it, I think he was just, like, really messed up. He really had his mother's spirit, and he didn't want to accept being an adult, and he, wanted his childhood. I don't know why I just don't see him as being that guy.
Well, they proved it, or they had already showed that kid was pressured by his parents to lie, so I feel like they set him up.
And Macaulay Culkin and Corey Feldman, Corey Feldman's an adamant about this pedophilia and kids and stuff, and he says, like,
Michael
never did anything like that.
I believe Michael was he was very childlike, but I don't think he was a monster. I think he actually defended them. He actually came out and talked a lot of crap about David Geffen being a demon and these guys being like monsters in real life.
And Michael Jackson owned like all the Beatles catalog and had a lot of money and ownership of music.
I might be wrong about this, but I think he actually owned all of that all that old school music,
All of
like
it.
the Temptations,
Exactly.
And yeah,
and
Paul
Smokey
McCartney
Robinson and all.
hated him.
And all the people at the label and everybody who he got it from, like they all hated him. So
And I think he ended up taking ownership. He had a majority share of Sony, like something huge, where he had made big moves and he was smart about his investments. And they were pissed at just how much power and wealth he actually accumulated. But he wasn't using it. He wasn't making money off the Beatles catalog. He just kept it private.
Hey, you know the story behind him and Paul McCartney, right?
I know that there's beef and Paul hated him. That's all I remember hearing.
Because him and Paul McCartney did a few songs together, but Paul McCartney was going around to different stars trying to raise money so he could buy the entire
That's what it
Beatles
is.
catalog.
Yeah, and then he got outbid by him, right?
This was back in the 80s, so Mike just went and popped a check for it. You know, he was like, oh, I got this, and he popped the check.
He's like, how much is it?
So-
Okay.
he spun around. He's like, hold on. Spins around.
Hey, so Paul McCartney called him, and he was like, how can you do this to me, Michael? Michael was like, it's only business, Paul. It's not personal.
It's like that South Park episode. He's like, oh, come on, Blanket. I'll even let you play with my fake nose. Come on, Blanket. Oh, that's ignorant. That's ignorant.
That's ignorant. That's ignorant.
Michael Jackson would have made a scary serial killer, man.
Yeah,
I know.
He would have made a good superhero.
Hey guys.
No, did you ever play Michael Jackson Moonwalker?
Oh, I love that game.
Man,
He's all,
I
and then
remember
you
when the little movie came out, that Moonwalker movie.
Remember the best ride at Disneyland was Captain EO. That was my favorite
Oh,
ride
yeah, I
at
remember
Disneyland.
I heard the best ride at Neverland was Michael Jackson.
Hey, Trevor got good comedic timing, man. Oh, God.
No.
Yeah, but
Hey Macaulay.
him and Prince, man. Prince was a cold dude.
Yeah, Prince was pretty smart too. That guy was no idiot. He also knew a lot of stuff.
I saw Prince at the Forum when he was doing the $25 concert shows at the Forum. I went and saw him, and man, he's like one of those performers where like every single thing he does means something. Like his eyebrow, the way when he looks at something, like every single move he does like means something. And he didn't have to do much. It was like he would be still and you'd wait for his finger to move, like something. It was crazy.
Wow. Okay, so he did this, I think it was 2008 at Coachella. He did a rendition of Radiohead's Creep. Man, and that's one of my favorite videos to watch of Prince because he killed that, man. He made that whole song his own. He killed it. That was like one, and that song is actually one of my favorite songs. You know, "Creep" by Radiohead. But man, he murdered that song.
Prince was a genius. I remember my dad. I really learned to appreciate him because I didn't realize how big a fan my dad was, and he told me when I was young that it's like Prince is not really. He's like, if you think his music is good, what people don't realize is he's like one of the best songwriters ever, and he's written so many songs and produced so much. People don't realize how many artists he's actually helped out and created.
When I grew up,
Definitely.
my parents, they never played Prince or anything. They used to say, well, he's just trying to be Little Richard. They said that Little Richard was... They white.
Oh, I'm Bamaluma! They
The
white.
song "Bad," Michael Jackson's song "Bad."
Yeah.
He actually wrote that for him and Prince to sing together on that song.
Damn.
That was the original intent of the song. He wanted to sing it with Prince. James Brown concert, right?
Yeah, I think so. Something.
Yeah, because Michael Jackson was in the crowd, and then James Brown called Michael Jackson on stage. I got somebody special, everybody. Come on in, Michael. Get on up here and do something, everybody. And then Mike gets up there and he's like, I really don't want to try one. Then he just starts tearing it up.
Someone has shared
comes out riding somebody like a pony.
I remember a while back someone shared this coked out interview that James Brown did after like he got charged with like beating his wife.
Jam.
They're like, so what do you have to say about beating your wife? He's like, living in America. He's just like going off.
Everything he said was a song title. So she's all, well, why would you do that? And he's like, this is a man's world.
Hey, he's the inspiration for Al Sharpton's Perm, man.
Oh
That's
man.
hilarious.
I seen I seen Don King once at Roscoe's on Pico.
Yeah.
He had some crazy hair.
You saw both of them then?
I saw Don King, not Sharpton, but Don King. But that hair was big.
Don King, I'd rather
Oh.
see Don King at Roscoe's than Sean King.
Yeah, Sean King can't go
Sean
there.
King. Oh, you talking about Talcum X?
Yeah, it's Malcolm X.
The white TI.
He wrong for that, man.
Bubba-
He's the male Rachel Dolezal, right?
Yeah, he's actually really, his real name is Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah.
Bubba Ray. Yeah, God. He wears a Confederate flag do-rag, man.
Yeah, and black and white camo pants.
Hey, guys. It's good talking to y'all, man. I'll get off this phone.
Thanks
All
for
right.
calling, bro. And,
Thanks for calling in, Mr. Cosby.
making us laugh.
All right, man. Y'all take care.
Bye, T. He does a good Cosby impression.
Well, I'm sure he does. Sure he does. Real good Cosby impression.
And we're back. Who still listens to records?
I heard that Cosby had a song back in the day called Blukey.
Blukey?
Yeah. You drop it in a girl's drink and it goes Blukey.
Oh man, Prince too. Just like Michael Jackson, Prince has too much. He had too much independent power and ideas. They had to take care of him. Yeah, I think they said that Prince was murdered. I think Michael Jackson was murdered. You step out of line, and when there's money on the line, they'll get rid of you. Vinyl rocks if you got the right system. Check out Jim Carrey's live performance of Creep. He killed that too. I didn't know Jim Carrey sings.
Well, he does. He also did I Am the Walrus.
I'm the walrus. Interesting.
He killed. You knew he could sing because in The Mask he sang all that stuff. They call me Cuban Pete.
Oh yeah.
He's
I'm
a really
the-
talented guy. He could have been a singer, I bet. He'd just been. He'd probably be as goofy as me.
Pay the cost to be the boss. Yeah. There's some crazy stuff in Hollywood. I have a Purple Rain on original vinyl. I read he had Michael, I think they talk about Michael. He had enough recorded music that they could have released an album every year for 100 years.
Who's that?
Michael. He had enough music, recorded and content created.
An album a year for 100 years. That's like 1,000 songs.
Spielberg wanted Michael. I heard this one before too. Spielberg had wanted Michael to play Peter Pan, and he might have tried to set him up in the whole creep Hollywood thing, maybe entice him. And Michael backed out, and after that, his problem started with all the pedophilia things. Interesting things. Cosby had a long history of calling out DS and bucking the system. Cosby may have been set up. A lot of people party back in the day, mixing drugs and drinks and hooking up. Yeah, exactly. And they just turned that around, and I got all these grab 'em by the pee women to come out and accuse him after like 30 years out the woodwork.
Yeah, the same people that are like flabbergasted that he said that are the same ones listening to, you can buy balls, girl, you can have whatever you like, yeah, or songs with hoes and tricks.
Oh, Prince had enough music to release for 100 years. Play Eugene's Trick. Eugene's Trick Bag on the piano, Trevor. Says
I have enough songs recorded that I could put out one song a year for 100 years.
100 songs. It's a Mozart. I don't know if Trevor knows Mozart.
No, I'm gonna say Mozart.
Mozart. So call lines are open if anyone wants to give a call.
Yeah.
818-308-5559.
818-308-5559.
In the chat.
I don't know what happened to my piano sound.
It's tripping.
It's gone.
House organs.
For once in my life, I have someone who will call me Call me on pros and cons. For once, I can go where life leads me, and I know that I'll be strong. For once, I can say, this is mine, you can't take it.
Are you wearing Uggs, Trevor?
You like that? You saw the shoe? That was like the moment where have you seen that thing where the news reporter, he did a FaceTime with another lady, but he didn't realize that he had no pants on, he had his boxers on, and he was doing FaceTime news thing, and his whole lower half was showing.
He thought it was slick.
Just like me right now, because look, I'm here to only expose what I can, but I'm comfortable, I'll tell you that.
Have you seen the interview with Davy Dave right after Michael Jackson's death? Oh, Davy Dave is a guy who was a burn victim, and they said that Michael and him had a friendship, and so they interviewed this guy after Michael's death. And this
Davy?
guy, Davy Dave. If you YouTube Davy Dave, Michael Jackson, this guy sounds just like Michael Jackson.
Really?
Exactly like him. So they think that could be he faked his death, and this is him doing an interview. Wow, that's trippy.
No, I mean, people could sound like Michael Jackson. There's another guy named B. Howard. He's actually,
that guy,
he's
right?
actually a friend of mine, I know him. And he is supposedly a long-lost son of Michael Jackson. He looks just like him, sounds like him. So some people are like, nah, he's just trying to be like Michael Jackson. And then some people are like, no, that's Michael Jackson. It's his son.
He sounds
He
like him.
never
He
knew.
showed me his page.
It's very similar.
He's very similar. Even he looks kind of like him.
Yeah, he's got the vibes for sure. I can't find my piano, man. It's gone.
From his Pepsi burn, I remember now. Yeah, the Pepsi concert. Mike is still alive. That would be cool. You know the World About to open soon. The world's about to open. I hope so. Epstein is not dead. Just search YouTube Davy Dave interview Michael Jackson's friend right after Michael's death. Yeah, just search Davy Dave Michael Jackson. And it sounds unbelievably like Michael Jackson. And yeah, he's covered up wearing bandages. Do you know QAnon? Yeah, I know QAnon. I know I'm hip to the Q stuff, but I don't put stock in any of it. I'm waiting and seeing, but I watch it carefully. Trevor on bass.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, and the crowd goes mild. I messed it all up. What song is this? I don't know how it ends. I never play the bass, man. Hey, Richard, where you at?
I'm coming right here. So yeah, World Power, I see you you got the good news, man. You have no idea the world's economy is about to come back online. Give us a call, World Power. Let's talk about it. I know you know that I know that you know that I know about Q, but give us a call. Let's talk. You know, good news is nice, but let's hear your voice. Stream stopped. Tripping. Looks good to me.
Yeah, it's good. We're getting trolled over here.
You're getting trolled by Matt living a dream. Trader's about to be hung. I used to rock a serious duck butt back in high school.
I don't know what that means.
She had a duck butt. Maybe she like walked like a duck, maybe.
Sweet.
Sounds like a good thing.
I don't know though. She could be duck-footed.
Third world, like y'all going to Mexico to cut grass. Yeah, I think it can go either or, Matt. I'm ready for both.
I'm ready for food, man. I
Yeah,
don't know
I'm
how long you've
hungry.
been streaming, but I'm hungry, and I don't wanna. I have no kitchen, so I gotta order on Uber Eats or Postmates.
True.
And I want something that's gonna be.
All right,
open.
we're gonna wrap it up here. Skills Carmike wants to know, Trevor, where can you find your remix to the Wall Going Up?
It's on my YouTube channel, man. You're here.
But if you want to buy it,
now.
can you buy it?
I don't have it available to buy. Right now, it's just free. So if you want to maybe donate a super chat, you know that
Yeah.
can count as buying it.
Super chats are always helpful, guys. YouTube gets a big chunk, but we are using that to build the stream up. And
Or if you don't want to give YouTube a chunk, I got Venmo. It's just Trevor Wesley. Trevor Wesley is my Venmo. That's it.
there you go. Oh, yeah, Matt, you wanted a way around the YouTube greedy grabblers? Venmo.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm not gonna deny it. You know, I'm not gonna be that guy where I'm like, oh no, it's okay. It's like it's cool if you guys want to send me something. I'm not gonna stop you. But you don't have to. Like, I don't. Either way.
Money is for nothing and a chick's for free.
But I do want to eat, so I appreciate you guys hanging with us.
The world's about to open.
Hopefully, we'll come back tomorrow.
Beard dude. Yes, I went to go groom the chin broom. You know what I mean? Let me see. Wrap it up. Good night, Trevor. Richard. Good night. Article 4, Section 4. World Power. You got all this good news, bro. But give us a call. Stephen Will, my brother from another mother. Keep skating. Don't break your back. Matt, everybody. Epstein's ghost. Jill McGoon. JOG. Thank you. T-Warrior 1, always a pleasure. And the baddest dude around, Corn Pop.
Corn
Corn Pop.
Corn pop.
You know, everybody, Adriana, everybody who stopped by, all 21 of you suckers.
I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, and of course, Mr. and Mrs. Hidalgo. How can I forget Hidalgo?
It's not She-Dalgo. It's Hidalgo.
Hidalgo.
Or Vitiligo. Whichever you prefer.
Adriana. So everybody, thank you guys. Have a good night. Stay out of your thoughts. Don't get emotional. Everything is all right all the time. All right.
Pros and cons. Pros and cons. The world blames your dad when it's really your mom.
Buenas noches.